Hello everyone, my name is Virendra Singh Rathod and today we are talking about another problem from the graph DFS series, island perimeter. Let's understand what the problem is saying about. You are given row, cross, column grid representing a map. Their grid ij equal to 1 represents a land, okay, and ij represents water, ij0 represents a water, okay. Grid cells are connected horizontally, vertically, not diagonally, okay. It means 4 directions. The grid is completely surrounded by water and there is exactly one island, okay. Only one island is present, okay. So let's understand what this question is saying. So this question is saying you have to count this yellow lines. This is the perimeter. So this is basically this is 1 1 1 1 1, everywhere is 1. So whenever 1 is touching outside of the grid or it is touching to the 0, so in those two cases you have to count how much you have to count this, basically this line, and this is exactly one cell is side length of 1, which is they have written in the question already. So let's understand. So I have put this exactly the same example from lead code. So if we see here what is the perimeter is all about. So see this one in top side, if I run, if top side, if you see, this is also touching to the outside, so this has to be counted now, and this is again a 0, so this also has to be counted, and this down part should not be counted because this boundary is touching to the land itself, so this is not the perimeter. In this side if you see, this is touching to the 0, so this is the perimeter. Now if you come here, for this, actually this is for this one, this is also touching to 0, this is also perimeter. Now if you come here, this is to 0 perimeter, and then this is to 0 perimeter. This is not a perimeter, it will not be counted into perimeter because this is touching to the 1. And then if you come inside and if you go down, this is touching to 0 here, and okay, this is not touching. So if you come down, this is touching to 0, this is touching to the outside, and this is again 1, and this is here going again outside, so it will be counted. This is again 0, so this is also again will be counted. This is not, this is 1, but this boundary is also again touches to 0, so counted. And then you have to go here, this is touches to 0, this is outside, and this is again touches to 0, so this is the perimeter. So if we count how much, so this is, if we start, let's say from this point, this is 1 2 3 4 5, this is 6, this is 7, this is 8 9, this is 10 11 12 13 14 15, and this is 16. So answer for this is actually 16. So if we cross verify, yes, exactly, so this, the perimeter is the 16 yellow stripe, so this is the 16. So we have to, so what we are observing here actually, the very simple thing is, whenever you are traversing whenever, first of all, you are traversing all the connected land, so means you are applying here actually DFS call, and as usual I said, we are going first right, then we are going down, and then we are going right down, and then we are going left, and we are going up. So these 4 directions you are doing, because this question is written horizontally and vertically, so these are 4 directions that we are trying. So whenever we are running this DFS loop, as I already explained in my previous video where number of islands, this is exactly the same question, there is no difference, only one point here. Whenever you are in old cases, in old question, what we are doing is, whenever it was touching to 0 or touching to the boundary, we are returning. So whenever you return, before returning, just count it, that's all, that's only the differences, okay. So let's understand into the code. This is a very easy question, nothing much here. So if you see here, I already calculated the rows and columns, and then the perimeter I have to count it. Then first, whenever I am getting the 1, then I am running the DFS, because I have to start from 1, not from the 0. So, and then I am passing that perimeter as by reference, because I want to calculate all the perimeters and then return it back. Anyways, this is going only for one time because there is only one island, it's already written, and so you can return it from function also, you can do by reference also, both are fine. And then here I am checking if this is the boundary. So you see these 4 conditions are for the boundary. If it touches the boundary, or it touches to the 0, you have to increment the perimeter. That's all, because this is, if it is touches to 1, then perimeter increment is not there. So that's I'm not doing. Now the question is again, if here I'm putting, so if it is 1, I am just changing that value to 2. Because why I am doing this value to 2? Because otherwise I'll be keep on going here and there. So this time I am not doing 0, because if 0 is already as a counted value, so I am doing it 2 here, like different value. It can be 3, 4, it's up to you. I just consider as a 2. And if it is 2, then also you have to return, because 2 means you already visited that value, or you can have the visited array as well. And then here grid ij equals to 2. If it is 1, then I am putting 2, so that I will not go into the endless loop. Okay, so that change, because of this reason I added here. And then again I am doing this 4 calls here, and that's all in this problem. And if you talk about time complexity, again I am running the rows cross columns. So the time complexity will be number of rows into number of columns. Space complexity I have not taken here, that will be order of 1, except if we ignore the recursive call stack. That's all. Thank you so much for watching this video, and please subscribe my channel. Let's meet in the next video. Bye bye.